All right, folks, welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who vex lose? How you folks doing out there? Who vex lose? Who vex? Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from, you beautiful, fantastic folks. Good to have you on the tube. Good to have you on Twitter. Good to have you folks on LinkedIn. Good to have you guys Instagram, on the TikTok, on TikTok. Good, good to have you folks. I see Donna Joseph is here. Donna's in the house, and Mavis Davis well. Good to have Dolly Anderson. Dolly says I live at zip code. Yes, know them bushy people, from the zip code 11212 Brooklyn. That's where I live. Dolly says. Mavis Davis well, good to see you. Eula Rubens, good to have you. Eula Lafferman Rubens, good to have you. And Mavis Davis well. Andrew is here. Andrew Cuthbert is here, guys. Good to have each and every one of you. We're fired up, ready to go. Our person of interest is the crime chief, Wendell Blanham. Audrey Ward, I see you there, Audrey, and Joylyn Cook. Daniel King, we see you there, Daniel. Delvern Simpson, good to have you, Delvern, and Simone Greaves. Person of interest, folks. The crime chief himself. A lot of things happening in the area of crime. Some would say too many things. Too many things. I'll take a sip of this little drink here. Too many things. How are you folks doing? How are things at your end? A lot of things happening. We want to draw to your attention, folks. Anything on the menu for lunch? Y'all stop keeping things from us, What's for lunch, guys? What's for lunch? Good to have you folks here, wherever you're joining us from. Is it Sharon McPherson I see there? Is it Claudette Clark? Sharon and Claudette, good day to you folks. It's 28 degrees, maybe there. 28 degrees outside, folks. 28 degrees. The guys are saying it's partly cloudy. Weather.com, of course. Who we trust. 28 degrees outside. There's a 13% chance it's going to rain. 1-3. There's a 13% chance it's going to rain. Yep, that's what the guys are telling us. We're happy you folks are here with us. The crime chief is a person of interest. John Adrian, Bell Crawford, or POI. The POI. Delvern Simpson, we see you there. Delvern, we see you there. We see you there. Delvern says all the Spanish getting Lanigan and Guyanese can't get. Bonafide, born and bred Guyanese can't get. Yep. That's what Delvern Simpson says here. But we're going to be watching that. We're going to be watching that. Candy and Legit, we see you there, Candy. Welcome, Candy. Good to see you, Candy. How was Skeldon, Candy? The Quarantine had some action last evening, and not for the better. Not for the better at all, folks. Not for the better. Let me show you some of the things we're covering before we turn our attention to our person of interest, Leslyn Gomez Fernandez, Andrew Cuthbert, Loretta Argyle, Gwen Anderson, Beatrice Selby. Good to have you. People don't get to change strong names like that anymore. Strong name, Beatrice. People don't do it anymore. Gwyneth, strong names like that. Hear a name like Gwyneth, you ain't got no if or buts. It's seriousness. Nice names like Rachel. People name the children all kinds of things now. Pearl and Diamond, Sunset, Sunrise, Solar, Planet. But I love me some strong, nice names. Some names, when you hear them, you know what you're getting. Like candy. It's a lot of sweetness. Forget diabetes. A lot of sweetness. You hear a name like candy. You hear a name like out front parts. You know what you're getting. Out front parts. You don't know what you're getting. Yeah. Strong names. Love me some strong names. Elizabeth. Very strong name. Very, very strong names. We like that. We like that. Folks, let's show you what we're going to be touching today. Let's have a look-see of some of the things we're going to be focusing on. A couple of the things we're going to talk about quickly, and then we turn our attention to our person. The person of interest. Folks, a lot of things happening here. In the region, Antigua and Barbuda has an election. Antigua and Barbuda has an election that's pending. Correct is right. January 18th. Next week. So next week, Wednesday, they got the general elections there in Antigua. Lots of promises being made. Plenty promises by the incumbent Gaston Brown. I think a lot of Guyanese who live in Antigua fancy Gaston. A lot of Guyanese who live in Antigua fancy Gaston Brown. I'd love to talk to him. They said the other people didn't look out for the interest the last time. Pim. They didn't look out for our interest the last time. I was on the ground in Antigua a couple mornings ago. They didn't like it. They said the people didn't really look out. They didn't really look out for the interest. Gaston Brown, the incumbent, pledging to increase old age pension. Where did I hear that before? Let's slap on this little drink here. Where we hear that before, promises to increase old age pension. And a speedy resolution to public sector wage negotiations. And these comments were uttered at the manifesto launch of his Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party. At the Labour Party manifesto launch, he promising to raise old age pension, raise the pension, and then the wage negotiation. We're going to look after that. We're going to look after that. Is he a man of his words? Is he a man of his words? Could we trust what he telling me? Is Gaston a man of his words? Where my folks there in Antigua and Barbuda? Beautiful country that. Beautiful country, Antigua and Barbuda. Real nice. Real nice time. But you got a little thing in your pocket to live there. You got a little thing in your pocket. So you promising increased pension, increase this, increase that. You know it's election time. You know. Folks, I'm telling you, you does know. Increased pension and a speedy resolution to public sector wage negotiation. The general election, folks, is going down next week. The 18th day of January. Right, that's next Wednesday. Next week time, like now. Big bacchanal there in Antigua and Barbuda. Folks, if anybody there, I know we got some folks there in Antigua and Barbuda. If y'all can give us the hookup, I'd love to talk with Gaston. I would love to talk to Gaston. You know, what happened to Liat? Liat. You remember that Liat ad? Liat. Some of y'all too young, man. Debbie Ho in Cork. Y'all too young. You remember that Liat ad? Liat. Oh, Father. So much airlines pass through. You're like an aviation prostitute. Hey, so much airlines pass through. Aviation prostitute, gather. So many So many. But we watch to see how things go down there in Antigua and Barbuda. But if anybody there on the ground, my friends on the ground at the special place in St. John's, my friends on the ground in Antigua, if you all can give us the hookup to talk with Gaston on the eve of this election, then I'll be grateful. Just putting that out there in the ether. If you all can give us the hookup with Prime Minister Brown, we know you are one. Well, a couple at this point. A couple. Good folks, the other thing we're following is this death of Victor Alert, knocked down in Rose Hall by a speeding truck last evening, they tell us. Candy, you heard about that? No Candy on the quarantine. We gotta slow down, folks. Slow down. Together let me arrive alive, the man. Anna Phillips, tell them boys, slow down. Ingrid Carter, Tommy Gibbs, Annette Cummins. Lord have his mercies. Slow down. Slow down. And let me arrive alive. Do that for us now. Do that for me. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Do that for us. Slow down and let me arrive alive. The folks said the truck was speeding. That's what they tell us. The truck was speeding, folks. That's what the folks they tell us. That truck was speeding. And take a look at some of what transpired there. Just last evening, folks. Rose Hall. Take a look and take a listen, good folks. Rose Hall. Folks, that was yesterday in Rose Hall. Last evening, to be more precise. Last evening in Rose Hall. Rose Hall last evening. My Lord. Lord have his mercies. Lord have his mercy. We got to slow down, folks. Slow down and let me arrive alive. Victor Alert lost his life last evening. Lost his life. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family and loved ones. Lost his life. This people say the truck was speeding. The truck was speeding. That's what they're telling us. The truck was speeding. Still monitoring that. Folks, share their life for us. We want all this to get valid and credible information. You want everything for yourself, sir. Why y'all stay like that? Share the live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. Let me go down the road. Burma Mill Road. Falling apart. 6 months. They're telling us. Since that road completed there. 6 months. And Burma Road is falling to pieces. They said the road, they're like biscuit. Let's look at our biscuit, Chelsea. It's how it's breaking up. How the road there, Burma Road, breaking up. disintegrating before your eyes. 6 months. You see, that's happening when you give roads to friends, family, and favorites, you know. Friends, family, and favorites. When they get the roads, well, we end up in this kind of problems. We end up in these kinds of problems. 6 months. You have to name the road after the contractor. Don't let me call it Burma Road. Let me call it by the right name. Put the contractor name on it. The folks say that's how you get the road fixed quick, you know. Put the right name on the road. In no time, they'll tell us, them guys will come and fix the road. They said it would never break again. It would never break again. That's what the folk tell us. You put their name on it and problem solve. Problem solve. One time. Road fix. Road fix. Just so. But we can't do good work. Huh? You put premium asphalt name. That's the name of the company. You put premium asphalt name on that road. That road would fix like nothing. Whop, whop, whop. Would never break again. It would stand up along like the Denver Harbor Bridge. Stand up along like the Linden Suicide Highway. 6 months, not 6 years, you know. 6 months, folks. And the Burma Road, the Burma Access Road, the Burma Mill Road, they said it leads to the mill. Done by premium asphalt through the competitive bidding process. According to the ministry. The competitive bidding process. And the road has already cracked up. Crack up. Crack up. Yep. Believe it or not, the road is already cracked up. You know, the news folks, we saw an incidental supply in the East Bank. It was a little weird for us. I don't know how to tell you this, but it was a little weird for we. It was a little weird. What we saw was little weirdish. We thought a police presence, you know, anywhere should kind of bring people in order. But we little disorderly. Yolanda Thomas, like we little disorderly. Siobhan, Roderick Henry, Raymond Jones, like we little disorderly, man. That's how I'm feeling. Like we little disorderly. Take a look at what we start supply. And we really got it really causes us here now. Causes us here too. Question the police presence. Take a look at this incident we saw, folks. Good folks, good people at supply. And let me circle back to the person of interest. Circling back, take a look. That's a little difficult for us. Because the police are right there. And people still smashing up windows and so on. The police right there. Right there. Roderick, Gwinnett, the thing is difficult for us to understand. They said there was an altercation between a canter driver, a minibus conductor, and the driver of the minibus. And, they said, you're going to have issues with people from time to time. But it used to be when the police show up, you pull in your car now. You tuck in. You tuck in. But it's what happening in this country of ours. I tell you, I ain't like all this year start, folks. It start on the wrong foot. It wake up on the wrong pillow. The police are supposed to actually fix the problem. If people are warring and carrying on and, the temper's getting the better, let me the police shop. You're called to attention. Yolanda, and it Cummins, is that so? It's like it's the wrong country living in. Like it's the wrong country living in. Out front part says Mad Max and them boys. Mad Max. Folks, I saw Starbucks News. It was talking about the editorial in Starbucks News a few days ago was referencing something with the Irfan Ali government. And then the editor in the editorial says, but then again, this is Guyana. This is Guyana. I don't understand. Bantu King. I don't understand. Bantu, I was to message you, my brother. I was to message you. Thanks for the thing. Thanks for the thing. It is here. It is here. In my possession. Bantu King. Thanks for the things. Thanks for the things. Pace and power was an oversight. I was to message you, and I think I'm going to still follow up with that. But good to see you on the live. In my possession. 10 to base. Thanks for the thing. Over and out. You're supposed to be called to attention when law enforcement show up. But my God, this is Guyana. It's not one Guyana. That's the motto. One people, one nation, one destiny. No, this is Guyana. That's the motto. We showed you guys right here, people fighting in a police station in Bartico. Nothing ever happened to them. Fighting in a police station. Nothing has ever become of that incident, that story. Nothing at all. You see? You know why? You know why? This is clear. That's why people biting policemen. Police set up a sting operation, call a permanent secretary taking bribes. Nothing has become of the matter. Fellow wake up on this, he won't move forward any longer with the case. Case closed. Depends on who you know. You could knock down people on the road, kill them. Nothing shall become of the matter. You know why Annette Cummins? This is. It's happy time. This is Guyana. Beatrice has no damn law and order in the country. It boggles the mind. Magna says a one Guyana country. It boggles the mind. Lawlessness and disorder. That's Guyana. Dolly Anderson says. It's very true. It's true. It's true. Marlon Seafood, Roxanne Garway, Joylyn Cook, Carl Miller. Good to see you on the live, Carl. Great to see you on the live, a matter of fact. This is Guyana. You know, one thing after the next. And as the DA said when they met with Nandalal, Attorney General, a couple of weeks ago, they just want to hear about people get arrested for trafficking in persons, trafficking in narcotics. They want to see convictions. Arrest mean nothing. Charge mean nothing. A great lawyer we had, Wendell Blanhum, great lawyer. He said a charge is not a proven offense, but a conviction. That's what the DA said, I want to see. Convictions. So we hear about some arrests and such and so forth, and at least we know we're heading in a little right direction. We know we're heading in a little right direction. Right? But the conviction, we all know, somehow as a society, who the bad eggs be. Yeah? We all know who is the hired assassin, the paid assassins, who the drug pushers are, the known drug houses. Right? Who is the scams? We know the tadpoles, the cricketers. We know the zombie birds we got to do with. We know the black belly sheep. We know the Brahmin bulls and the giant black chicken. We know the whole animal farm, the jagabats and the trench crappos. We know them. The DA told the AG, we want to see convictions. They can't move beyond just arrests and bail and so on. But as we will know in the 592, because this is Guyana. Yes, who you know in the 592. And so we love the fact we've been seeing these arrests. So we turn our attention to the crime chief, newly minted attorney at law, Wendell Blanhum. We turn our attention there because some of the things we see look nice, sound nice. When you're hearing the figures they're quoting, serious crime and this and that, oh, it sounds all good. It sounds all good and nice. But I don't think we're feeling a lot safer out there. You know? And in lots of instances, I think we got a few professional people in the police force. It's the political interference. It's the political interference. You have a fellow like Blanhum. He's not only a policeman. Right? He went on to do law like I did law. You know, he's my junior in that regard. He did law after me. He's now an attorney at law. He's crime chief. We want to see action. We want to see some action. That's what we want to see. Because somehow, like the criminals know their fellow criminals. They know who in government. Right? They know who in government. And them boys acting with impunity. They're acting with impunity. Yes, heard somebody say. I don't even know if my pronunciation is the right one. Saw some figures recently. How much serious crimes gone down by, and that sounds all well and good. I don't think you could convince anybody to walk down Regent Street with any amount of money in the pocket. That's why I love the fact that we go in plastic. Love the fact we go in plastic. You see? Serious crimes are done. This is done, but you're not feeling it. And then if we make a beeline and we circle back to the John Bascom story, I like how the crime chief look in the whole thing there. I like how the crime chief look in the whole story there. I tell you like it is. I didn't like it. And the fact that that story still ain't at a conclusion. Right? The fact that that story still ain't really got a conclusion. You see? The fact that it ain't really got a conclusion. Oh, it leaves much to be desired. It leaves much to be desired. And so, look, I won't give them boys the benefit of the doubt that they mean well. But on the ground, that's not being felt. And we know there are there is political interference. Excuse me. Because Paul Slow told us that when he was chairman of the Police Service Commission, what calls were made and all of what happened. You hear? He get calls. Oh, I want this body appointed. I want that body appointed. I want the next person appointed. See? Those things don't look good. They don't look good and they can't look good. They don't look good and they can't look good. You hear me? Can't look good. Don't care what they do and don't care what they say. I saw recently some revisionist history, which again brought to mind the crime chief. One of the statements says that the police force would like to respond to Sabak News editorial. This was last week. Right? Which he said was erroneous in relation to the figures for crime. Actually, we've been looking at the figures. Now they come back fighting some battle in May of 2016. Distracted. Fighting a battle for May of 2016. Right? Stating, or contending rather, that while there was a reduction in serious crimes to 19%, right? It was only based on a 5-month period. Based on a 5-month period. Of course, they want to give preeminence to what they claim is an overall, this is not just for a 5-month period now, for 2022, overall 26.6% reduction overall in 2022. Of course, according to them, overall. Again, if you tell me, based on what we see every day in the press, that crimes overall reduced by 20%, I don't know if the average person, I don't know Blanhum being a man of the law, as he is now, would understand the phrase. I don't know if the reasonable man would believe that crime is down by 20 point something percent. Overall, 20.6. Of course, look the politics here. 2016 was up new AFC went in. So the fighting Starbuck News, crime didn't go down by, crime wasn't at 16%. Oh, sorry, there wasn't a reduction in crime overall by 19% in 2016. It was just for a 5-month period. But on the way, under the PVP, it down by 20.6. So we walk in. Folks, I have never seen more shootings, more robbery, more fraud, more everything than now. I have never seen more everything than now. And y'all out there, this is just my humble opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe you feel more secure. Maybe you feel more secure than I do. Maybe you all read different newspapers than the ones we're reading. I'm not going to dispute. You may have a differing opinion. All are welcome below the belt. Contrary ideas, similar ideas, identical ideas, all are welcome. You know? We're going to change the name to the program now to One Belt. One Guyana, one belt. all are welcome, folks. One belt. All are welcome. You see? All are welcome. Right? All are welcome. Below one belt. All are welcome, folks. Yeah. All are welcome. We see them boys building new building, though. We see them boys building new building there at CID. And of course, Ghana taxpayers' dollars hard at work. Ghana taxpayers' dollars hard at work there. Well, I've lived, folks, long enough to know that fancy building mean that work actually happening inside there. I'm thankful that our officers or policemen and women will have more space, hopefully, you see, and that the place can actually look like a criminal investigation department. So I was charged right in that old building. And when I look around there, I sat in there for many hours. And when I look around in there, folks, the arrest didn't depress me. The arrest didn't depress me. Never let a crisis go to waste. Never let a situation in your life go to waste. The arrest didn't distress me the least bit. They were right on time. But when I sit down and I look around this place, you see, I don't know if that was partly psychology. That place was so depressing. I once started confessing things I never do. I don't know. And it comments, I don't know. But the place stayed long now. You know, some people getting big money to do things and some other people not so much. And they try and that's where the CID headquarters used to be. By the seawalls there. Cam Street and whatever is the adjacent street there that runs along the seawall. And them boys building a new office now. You know, they've moved temporarily. They're now housed elsewhere. And some work is happening at the property there. Slow. Very slow. Well, they got that to deal with. And then they got their OR, the Office of Professional Responsibility. Remember that office was housed in the same building that housed the DPP, and all that went up in flames. And then at another section of the very building there was a fire just the other day. It's Fire Nation. Fire Nation. And even this process here has its own controversy. Even this process, Magnell Barrow, Siobhan McDonald, Annette Cummins, even this process, Vanessa Andrews, has its own purgatory. Confusion powder. Oh, that trench there could take a little cleaning though. Folks, that's not parapet you see in there. That trench could take a little cleaning, Robson. You see? This is the headquarters of the Ghana Police Force, you know. They ain't gonna let the GDF. You pass run by the GDF. That place is always spick and span. I mean, the land could use a little leveling and so on. But the place, the grass is always well manicured. Well lawn cured. Right? The drain and so on outside the GDF, always well clean and tidy. Police force ain't gonna let on them. Right? Around this building, there's a drain running there, you know. You think it's lawn? It's just bush out of control. It's bush out of control in the drain. You know, all of these things mean something, Roderick Henry. You got a foreigner coming from Scotland Yard or any other police station yard, and they come there. They're going to be saying to themselves, what madness is this? Huh? They can go one time and bring 5 weed whacker and give a donation. I don't know. I don't know if they detain prisoners there. That they gotta make they look like a jungle so nobody can escape. You're gonna think you gotta climb through a bush and trees to get out. But CID has been relocated on Vicentia Road now. Fancy silver building on Vicentia Road. They have been relocated, and even this property here. Oh, the folks on the ground got a lot to say about this property here. On Vicentia Road. Just as you come across from just before you get to Duncan Street, my family street. Just before you get to my street, you see that silver building there? That gray building? You see, when people talk about friends, family, and favorites, sometimes we want to get vexed. We want to get upset. Keith Evans. This country too rotten. They're too rotten. Much too rotten. You see? Everything is top secret. I know somebody pulling in a nice fine change for this building here that now houses the CID on the St. John Road. A nice fine change. Folks, money got for Mac. Money got to Mac. And the police force ain't doing themselves no favors. You see, they come out and say, all right, we renting a building from Babylon, Vicentia Road for 20 million a month, 30 million a month. When you make the queries, you do the inquiry, all you get is silence. All you get is silence. Public officials don't even respond to email. Don't even respond to a phone call, a text message. You see? Don't even respond. But somebody, friend, got a building and make it a nice little fine change. That building alone got to be at least a 20 million a month rental. Let's still sip this little drink and wet it through. At least a little 20 million. Lease a 20 million. When they finish renting that, person going and build but 4 more. You see? Money got for Mac. Don't come wrong with funny. Don't do it. Money got to be made. Don't make itself. It don't make itself. And so there's a lot of contention around this very building. Who own it? Where it come from? How much is the rental? It's a precise point Sabbath News was making the other day when it was talking about Charandas Prasad and his latest utterances in New Delhi. It's a government of secrecy, sometimes for no reason, that allows the public to run away with all kinds of perceptions. Whereby if you just supply the information, the public got a right to know is who building and how much it's renting for. It's not we money, it's the taxpayers' money. As the Ian Williams says, they have to get permission before they could respond. It's the taxpayers' money, Jacqueline Johnson. Maria Vera is the taxpayers' money. It's not we money. Soon as you bank to head to Duncan Street and the St. John Road there, the building is right there. You don't have to go far. You don't gotta look far. It is right there. You see? Maria said, me and my subliminals. Maria, know you're able, you know. You know you're able. And so they should come out and let the public know the details surrounding the agreement concerning this building. Because lots of questions are being asked and answers in very short supply. What are the terms of the lease of the buildings? Yeah. What are the terms of the lease of the building? That's the lease. We could know. How much we paying for this building, taxpayers? What is the duration of the occupancy? We want to know much. We want to know much. We want to know much. You see, when the crime chief graduated recently, admitted to the bar recently, he said a couple things that, if true, maybe you want to do the right thing. Maybe you want to be a professional policeman. Right? Maybe you want to be, you don't secure your pension. You do learn. So when you come off now as a senior policeman, you go and you practice. The Ghana police force got to do so much more. So much more. And that whole saga, and we ain't come to the conclusion of it yet, but that whole saga with Dion Bascom left a bad taste in our mouth. A very bad taste. See? Very, very bad taste. And as a force, them boy got to do so much more. We see the politicization of too many things. When you got to go back and fighting Starbucks News on May 2016, you know where we there. You know where we are. When you got to reach all the way back and fighting Starbucks News on crime statistics for May 2016. What you all focused on right now? One of the things that the attention of the police force got to be turned to, pick up the pace a little bit, gender-based violence. That's when you can pick up the pace a little bit. Pick up the pace a little bit on that one. So we're going to keep circling back to this. Because like inquiring minds out there, we want to know what is the details concerning this arrangement of this building. What are the arrangements? The terms? Okay. We don't want to impute everything, anything. That's why we're asking. We don't want to make no imputations. That's why we're asking, good folks. That's why we're asking. And it comments. And it says you have no confidence in nobody who has confidence in the PPP. It's true. I give you a run. Okay. No confidence in nobody who got confidence in the PPP. You see that? No confidence. Correct? So we're going to circle back to this because we want the details. Who building it is, the terms of the arrangement. You know how. You know how. It's the simple things. The simple things. You hear me? We're not asking for plenty. We're not asking for plenty. Good to see you, folks. Good to see you, folks. So many of you on the live. Happy to see you guys here. We're going to circle back, guys. A little later on in the evening, we see you guys again. You got a story for us? You got a story for us? 627-6963. If you got a story for us, smash that emoji button for us, folks. Share the live, smash that emoji button. You got a story for us? 627-6963. If you got a story for us, please stick it in right there. Your ad, your business could be right there. Your product, your service could be right there, good people. Could be right there. That's what we're telling you. Right there. And while we're on that, want to let you folks know. Want to let you good folks know. You know, you'll need some legal advice. You know, you need some legal guidance. Of course, the Astel Collins firm. The Astel Collins firm, the one for you.
For all your legal document needs and more, the Alistair Collins firm is the place for you. If you are looking to have your statutory declarations done,
Hello, good day.
affidavit of income, affidavit of identity, or guidance replacing your damaged or lost passport, or lost license, you need the Alistair Collins firm. They can also help you with tenancy agreements, agreements of settlement, your power of attorney, your last will and testament, and certification of documents. The Alistair Collins firm is located at the Callion Mall, 162 Lamar Street in Georgetown between Camp and Waterloo Streets. Alistair Collins is a commissioner of oaths to affidavits and a justice of the peace. You can also call them at 649-6410 or 685-6446 or 503-1451. The Alistair Collins firm, help when you need it. For all your legal document needs and more, the Alistair Collins firm is the place for you. If you are looking to have your statutory declarations done, affidavit of income, affidavit of identity, or guidance replacing your damaged or lost passport, or lost license, you need the Alistair Collins firm. They can also help you with tenancy agreements, agreements of settlement, your power of attorney, your last will and testament, and certification of documents. The Alistair Collins firm is located at the Callion Mall, 162 Lamar Street in Georgetown between Camp and Waterloo Streets. Alistair Collins is a commissioner of oaths to affidavits and a justice of the peace. You can also call them at 649-6410 or 685-6446 or 503-1451. The Alistair Collins firm, help when you need it.
I'm happy to be able to tell you and to bring you the news that we have now got many of the favorite things you've been looking for in December for Christmas presents. Across here we got these perennial bestseller classics: Kidnapped, Little Women, Little Men, Joe's Boys, Treasure Island, Robinson Crusoe, and so on. Further down the line, you will see Enid Blyton's. I think we got about 45 different titles of Enid Blyton's, the Secret Sevens and the Famous Fives, and all the other series that she has. Going even further down this line of the store, we got some of these classics to the top here. Those are here for the Christmas season, but I think people prefer the more colorful looking ones. They are so well written and adjudged to be classic. It's something that conferred upon them, like how you say sir and madam and so on. These books, because of the quality, have been deemed to be classics by those in the literary world. Not all books are designated classics. It's a special breed of books, a special type. So when you pick up a Kidnap and all these kinds of books here, these are considered classics. Oh, I just put my eyes upon Tolkien's The Hobbit. We haven't had this in the store for years. And we got now a number of them, Battles of Tolkien. What's this one? Atlas of Tolkien. We got even a dictionary of Tolkien. Dark Powers of Tolkien. And then we got to move over to the other side where we have some really attractive children's books.
Yep, folks. For all your booktical needs. Love me some Austin's Bookstore. Love me some Austin's Book Services. Yep. And for your legal services, give Alistair Collins, tying up myself, Alistair Collins, your attention on that front, folks. And finally, before we let you guys go, we can't do it without you, folks. We just can't do it without you. So remember, guys, to partner with us as well. We're available via Cash App and Zelle and PayPal. MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union. We're still trying to get out of expenses for December. Still trying. We know you guys are going to come on board and help us to move in the right direction. Keep us moving forward. Good, folks. That's it for now. We're going to see you guys back real soon. Stay safe and have a great afternoon, folks. That's our time. That's our program. Good to see you, Gwyneth. Good to see you, Gwyneth and Annette, Barbara, Delva. See you there, Barbara. Good to have you on the live. Barbara, good to have you on the live, and all the other folks who are joining us this afternoon. Daniel King, Joyce Van Kooten, we see you there. Carol Rollins, we see you as well. Brenda Braffett, good to have you, Brenda. Jolly Anderson, of course, and all the other folks who are joining us. Bantu King, Ingrid Carter, good to see you, folks. We're going to see you guys back at 8 this evening. Going to see you guys back at 8. That's our time. That's our program. Stay safe. Stay safe.